Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you for the massimo love and the support. So, my beautiful people, today I'm going to share with you what does normally say shall never see. This is Progress the Analyst, and here I touchlight all the latest happening and nothing but the reality. Now, I made a live stream here where I was saying that there is a problem between Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and Mr. Nkere. I said this problem has been on ground. To my understanding, that is not really in Finland this thing occurs, that there is something that is more to this problem. A lot of them told me it's not true, it's not true. I said no, I still stand on my word and started making my own investigation. I said no, there is a problem before everything that is happening. But a lot of people said no. But today, thank God, Mama Biafra has come to clear the air. That means there has been a problem between Dr. Ngozi and Mr. Nkere. I don't really want to talk too much. I want you to listen to her, and I'll be right back.
This one, I don't even care about any other name he has, because he has all, from the onset, has always exhibited wisdom. I gave him that name, the wise one, Akbarawa, and he's my son. Okay, so thank you, dear friends. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. All I have in my heart is Biafra. For me, Biafra comes first. And that should be for everyone. That is what the Guinness Book defines patriotism as. If you are patriotic towards your country comes first. You come second. God comes first, your country, then you. You see how Americans and other nations, they will even paint their flag on their face. That's how they take their country. You make your country a cheap bowl. People will spit into it. Nobody will project you except you. It's what you present that will enable people know whether to respect you or not to respect you. How we fight out there, we have to show some civilization. I like what Elias, that video, he has started to start instructing us. I very much loved it. I watched it yesterday. That I'm king, I'm queen. That we have to start coming down so that we won't allow anger. If we can do something, nobody can do it. Just like Iken Gurago said. Instead of Simon bringing Biafra, let Biafra not come. Biafra will come and he will not see Biafra. Yes. So, onye na kwetaro na Biafra gadi, amadi, oge buoku kruzo na bola. Because Biafra is the land bequeathed to us.
Yes.
By God through our grandparents. The other ones have their land, or do the ones have their land. If Biafra goes to the north to fight for their land, then I will say, I'm not there because of fucking Jawani. I don't know what support. I know. You see what Nnamdi, he's a true patriot. But this young man, that's why I have so much respect for him. Also, it's either Biafra or I'm lower 6 feet. He's been tortured, everything been done to him, he's still clinging on Biafra. Then why can't us that we're not being held? We can't even. He is in that dungeon. They are torturing him, but he still comes out to show us what it means to be courageous. Not being afraid before your enemies. Being as white as snow. Whiter than white. That's what Biafrans are supposed to be. That's how we used to be. Before the white man came and changed our culture and everything. They stole everything from us. China didn't even make it any better. They started making all these foolish red caps. Everybody there you see red cap. Not knowing what onions and also. They don't steal, they don't sleep with another man's wife, and they don't or whatever. Yeah, when you do that in the at 12 noon, when the sun is up, you're walking, the spirits will push you down. It happened. I witnessed this in 1970 when truth was still there. But now we have so denigrated ourselves. The soil is so soiled. We are doing things that we are not supposed to do. There is sin in the land. And that sin, not until we identify it, confess it, because God said, if my people who are called by my name will forsake their sins, look up to heaven. I will hear them. I will heal their land. God has to heal our land, but it first has to start from us, being able to tell ourselves the truth. So today, I want to clarify a few things. Tell you, because I know a lot. Yes. Nkere was already, before 2022, was giving donations anonymously, 1,000 every time. Through the Omuada, we used to do that fundraising, Omuada fundraising. He was always bringing $1,000. He doesn't want to be announced. So finally, the Omuada convinced him to come on board. Why will you be doing that without being recognized and so on? Come on board and join. So if I'm not mistaken, he joined us. He joined early 2023, and then on joining, there was need for money. He loaned the government $68,000, which Odogu is aware of. I know all these things. I might not be speaking, but I'm always in the know of what's going on. He loaned us $68,000. Then when he wanted to start to have us start paying back, Ngozi refused. Dr. Abeze refused. They were agreed about it. That is the crux of their quarrel. Yes. That 68,000 he loaned, Dr. Abeze said, no, it's not going to be paid. So that's the beginning of their quarrel. And this continued. For Dr. Abeze, when she joined us was when they auctioned the dragon. And the defense minister, Azoka, was the one she was putting in her money, Dr. Stan. It was like man and woman. We were behind Ngozi for a woman to win it. The men were behind Dr. Sam. They kept on until finally Ngozi was able to purchase that dragon. So before now, she wasn't in the picture. So through when Omuada auctioned that thing, she bought it. And now Dr. Abeze, the defense minister, Madam Azoka, to introduce her to Simon. All this while, she does not know Simon, does not know him. So Madam Azoka was the one who made the connection between Simon and Dr. Abeze. So now, because of that 68,000 thing, they had their issues. Every time they are having issues and Simon is trying to mediate with them. Some of you in the cabinet knows when we will come to the cabinet meeting. Ngozi, what did Nkere do to you? Nothing. Nkere, what did Ngozi do to you? You know, you cannot bring personal agenda into nation building. I had my issues with Nkere, but it does not stop me from being, because Biafra always comes first. For any person who is matured and intentionally what they are doing. So they carry this quarrel going on. No matter what, they're like cats and dogs. Then they got into mandate before me. I joined in the mandate. That day, it's between Ruby and Ngozi and Dr. Ruby and Dr. Abez are not getting along. Dr. Ngozi and Nkere are not getting along. Dr. Ngozi and Imam Madabuna, they are not getting along. So eventually, Simon, being full of wisdom, a little boy in a man's body. Yes, that young man has wisdom. He was managing it. So he now said, okay, since you two cannot get in this group, I don't want to lose any. Let's split it. That was when it was split. And then we have the Biafran government. Go and be doing your own fundraising. Monday, be doing your own fundraising. That was how the detachment came. And then we have that became the third place to be putting in money. We have IPOB in USA, .org/ donate. We have New Dimension Mandate, that one that is registered in the state of Georgia as a non-profit organization with the conditions to help out people in war-torn zone, women and children, which Biafra qualified for. So we were doing this, and then, PM does not want mandates coming out in the open. We would always do a fundraising every 2 weeks. So this is the crux for people that don't know. So they carry this anger for both of them instead of settling their scores outside. The same thing with Ruby, Dr. Ruby and Dr. Rabeze. They are started from people's store, both of them were in Georgia. They brought it into the group. Why bring in all these things? If you have things to fight with people, do not bring it into the main thing. People are dying. We are looking for a nation. Then, and another thing I need to clarify, the issue that Nkere refused to give account. That thing was deliberate. Sit up and listen to me. Let me tell you what happened. From what Ngozi sent out information to people to come and give an account. Why I believed it was so is because of Odogu's actions. You can deduce certain things when you're giving. You watch and see what was done. That's how when you do a scientific work, you do all the experiment, then you finally conclude because this A plus 1 plus 1 is 2. So I was able. Okay, that day, if it were to be Odogu that called for that accountability, Odogu does not allow anybody. He's such a macho guy, and he's in the military too. Those military people, that's how they think. It's me, myself, and I. So they don't like anybody cutting their powers. I know people, when you do what you're not supposed to do or use the same, he disciplines you right away. So if it had been Odogu that asked for that accountability, when Nkere was driving 3 hours to where he was going, and he was called to give his account, and he turned on his video to show his driving, Odogu would have brought it back and say, okay, come and give us that account on another day. But Odogu did not say that. Do you know what Odogu said? Odogu started telling us the importance of the job, the sacrifice Nkere is doing, and so on. Why he did that, from what I deduced, is he does not want to start up any quarrel. So since you want us to do the accountability, the people who are doing it, fine. He did not want to rock because he knows that these two people don't get along. So, and moreover, Onyendu, I worked with him. Onyendu will never allow us to announce the account of Biafrans on air. You know why? He told us that if we ever announce how much we have, the zoo will know how much we have to buy ammunition, and then they will triple it. So no matter anyway, they will always be ahead of us. So because of that, even when you want to Nenanya, say leave Nenanya alone. Nenanya will never say, okay, this month we got 100,000. This month we got 200,000. But there's a committee where they have it enclosed so that the rest of the world does not know about that. So that's exactly why what no nation announces their, tells you how much they have. They can start telling you what we have. They can tell you how much in debt they are. They won't. They won't tell you how many gold bags they have. So any nation that will be announcing that will be opening themselves up for the enemy. As a matter of fact, some of these nations, like America, they will balloon their military. That is to push in other nations. They might not have as much military, they might not have as much weaponry, but what they project, they tell you, oh, the recruiting this month superseded what it was by this time 15 years ago. These are all political gimmicks they're doing. Yes. So for him not to have announced that, on thinking and seeing what transpired, Nkere was right when he was being called to give that account, not to give it. Because our supreme leader never allowed that, and we're following his footsteps. And other nations don't do that. And it did not come from Odogwu, because if it had come from Odogwu, he would have told him, I want you, after you've been there, we will have an emergency cabinet meeting, and then you will come and do that. Odogwu does that. Emergency cabinet meeting, and you won't say no. So these are the things I want to clarify. And again, right here, I want you guys to cut out this and put it out there. For Dr. Ngozi Orabeze to come out, I'm challenging her, because 247 and those people, I don't want to call anybody names because I've said no more calling names, that I don't know why I came out was because I was refused a cabinet position. Dr. Ngozi Orabeze knows I warned her, do not give me any position. I want to be out there so that if anybody is misbehaving, I will call them to order. They will not tell me to stay in my lane. As a matter of fact, God put me, just like Oyendu said, there are people God put for this Biafra, and I am one of them. Because 72 years ago, the family are already 7. There are already 7 children. 4.5 years later, Mama and Papa had me. And my sisters were already in Britain, late 40s. They were already in Britain studying. One was in Newcastle upon Tyne, one was in Halifax. And they told them a baby is on the way after 4.5 years. They say, no way. Our classmates have 1 sibling. We say we have 6 siblings, and you're trying to bring in another one. No way. No, about her. That's why my name is Uchenna. No Uche Chukwume. That was after 4. And I believe God has been serving me all this while because of what he wants me to do for him in Biafra. And I keep telling them, God did not call me to come and take up position. God called me to be on my knees for Biafra. When we went to Maryland, you guys, some of you might not know what I did there. God revealed everything to me. I went from 2 a.m. almost 3 a.m. I was in that building with my bare feet anointed, going around praying before we will meet. And the devil was saying, you have your bare feet, you don't even have insurance, assuming you get a cut here. I don't have anybody there. But that's what God wants me to do. I was going around anointing the doorknobs, the rails, the windows, everywhere. If you guys remember, you will see that I stood up all through. I took charge. I didn't eat. not minding that I did not go to bed early, I was still able to come out to do what God wants me to do. I prayed, I anointed, I did everything. Same thing when we went to Finland. God showed me what I need to do. And I was taking control of, as I was flying over all those oceans, all those rivers, all those marine powers and everything. When I landed on Finland soil, I stepped my foot on it and took control of that. You remember Odogu said, I'm not taking credit. Odogu said he has never had anything so peaceful when we went to Finland in 2023 at Helsinki. That he has never seen. We were in Camaradi, everybody was happy. And even when we used to do our fundraising, Umuada fundraising that we used to do, I think every 2 weeks or so. After we do our fundraising, like family, we will go to Nzuko, we will stay there with Odogu, we will be talking and chatting, and that guy has so much wisdom. He will give us a question. And if we're not able to answer it, he will tell us, okay, you guys go. The next time, find out the answer and come. It was camaraderie. So what happened? So I needed Biafrans to know between Nkere and Ngozi. The thing that started it was the 68,000 Nkere loaned us. When it's time to start paying, Ngozi, Dr. Rabeze refused. So that was the spark of their initial quarrel. So this morning, if you see the way, I haven't even had anything, I'm so mad. I woke up to people in Biafra land being arrested. Those people that paid into that account in Nigeria, now they are picking them and arresting them. Do you think they will let them come out free? They will either kill them and sell their body parts or whatever. This is what Dr. Rabeze created, because when she wanted to expose their numbers, Udozo can attest to that. He is the Secretary of State. Udozo can attest to that. I was still on the platform. He wrote a lengthy piece telling her that it's not safe. Probably they should procure a second number that could be published rather than their main number where they could track them. She put her feet down and said no. So all these are happening. So she will have to be held accountable. Dr. Rabeze has to be held accountable for these children that she lured into going to pay money there, and now they are arresting them. Nobody, will she send attorneys over there to go defend them? No, we're comfortable in America. You wake up from your bed, you eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, and at the same time, I saw a video where one man who thinks he knows how the military works and was challenging, telling General Gentle Yahoo that he must apologize, otherwise the enemy camp will get him. Who is the enemy camp? So what are you using against our people? If saying comes to General Iwebutu, General Gentle, we will hold you accountable. We will hold you accountable. That young man, we don't pay them. They have sacrificed their lives in the forest. A nation to be threatened. Dr. Ngozi Rabeze, your time is up. Do something about this. And I'm challenging you. You know, I never asked you for a position. As a matter of fact, remember you were pushing me to take the DON position. I said no. I'm a registered nurse. I don't have my doctorate. I don't have my master's. There are people who are more qualified than me. I'm not going to take it. You were pushing me to take that position. I refused. I told you not to put me in your secretarial thing. You did not. I didn't know there's a second list coming out. Not until people started calling me, congratulating me. I said, what are you congratulating me? Oh, for your position. You're in charge of this. I said, no. And I was calling her. She did not answer. I think it was after 2 days. By then, the thing has already spread. I told her, I warned you. I don't want any position. So people thinking that I don't know to speak the truth because she was not offered a cabinet position. I don't know what position that I could be offered more than what God has announced me. I'm not here to seek for position. I'm not here to chase clout. I'm here to do what the Spirit leads me to do. So on this again, I'm repeating my prior question, Dr. Rabeze. Are you funding? Are you giving all this money? You recruited Caterpillar and Sapele. You know, pick out these people. Now, Caterpillar and Sapele, they are looking for Gentle to kill. If anything happens to Gentle, you will be held accountable. This is it for me for now. But as the Lord leads me, I will be coming from time to time to talk to you people. Thank you all for listening.
You can see that as we proceed, a lot of things yet to be unveiled will be revealed, and we all will really know how to go about this issue, because believe me, a lot will still be coming out. So my beautiful family, I just let me bring your mind back that all this while I've been saying that this problem did not start in Finland, because the way the problem just start, boom, a lot of people were really like, what is really going on, what is going on, including myself. So we know now that this problem has been on ground, not today. That is the main important thing. So my beautiful family, please do well to drop your opinion in the comment section about everything you've heard from Mama Biafra. Thank you so much, and I will keep on updating you and bringing your minds to a lot of things that is happening and more to be reviewed. Thank you so much. And this is every reason why you need to subscribe to Progress the Analyst, because here I will keep you updated. Here I will bring the work closer to your doorstep and do us good by sharing our videos. Thank you and bye for now.